or a scuba diver. So I hope that some of you speak English, because this is going to be a big barfing out of the English language. And so maybe I'll do a little bit more slowly than I usually do. But I apologize to those who don't speak English. One question. Miley Ray Cyrus, when she did the twerking in the NBA Awards, did you hear about it? Yes. Okay. Okay, so right. Miley shakes her ass with shameless sass, and the whole world loses it. It's not her who chooses it, it's her team, who should know better, who shouldn't have let her be so crass and lack such class. What kind of example? This tramp will trample our societal values and ethics in a single epic twerk. If said values were so ingrained and not so thinly feigned, one booty, however glorious, could not cause such uproarious reactions, such stir, such fear for the future of our fine young ladies corrupted by Mileys and Slim Shadys. Let's not now even mention the racial tension, because that's a whole other can of worms and an investigation of other terms. So cultural appropriation allegations aside, which came first, the chicken or the egg? Was her performance the cause or the effect of a beg that a woman show skin if she be worth her salty win? Because if you ask me, it's we who've been telling her sex sells, so best take it off to XL. Are we really surprised when it comes back undisguised? And should she thrill or disappoint is not even the point, because whether clothed or exposed, a woman makes a choice. You can love or loathe, but it's a choice nonetheless. And by my standards, she is none the less as Hannah Montana or as Miley Ray. A woman is a queen in every which way. She's not around to please you, nor to appease you, and though you may find her ways errant, her worth is inherent. The issue is not the actions she takes, but what lies beneath the choices she makes. Here is the question that needs to be solved in the issue in which we are all involved. Is woman coming from a place of knowing who she is? Or is she regurgitating what she learned for the quiz? Are the limits and boundaries she chooses to follow a result of self-knowledge or what she's been bred to swallow? Are the women around her seen as sisters, or are they just the competition for the misters? Is her compass her small, still voice within that knows, or does she navigate based off societal woes which appeal to her from the day she is born, telling her she is almost, but not quite, leaving her forlorn, vulnerable, and confused enough to manipulate, where she slowly drains herself into the standards we stipulate as we capitalize on her lack of self-care and run to the bank with a fortune she spent on her nails and hair? Is the pressure so high and constant that she can't hear her conscience? Because if so, there's the issue, you know. We're no longer talking Cyrus nor anyone specific. Only Miley knows where she's coming from, and I think she's terrific. We've all got our approach. So cast a stone lest you be judged, but as far as I'm aware, all our records are smudged, and if she or any other woman has been caught in the web of lies we cloak her inside while building the career she sought, I imagine it would be a little more useful to begin laying a foundation which is a little more truthful toward conditions under which woman can thrive. Instead of giving her more, supposedly better conditions towards which she must strive. What have we built, and where are we going, and which way are the winds of change blowing? I'll end it there. There's more, but Tell me. Tell me who decreed that she and he are now equals, and I will show you a pile of unpublished sequels. I will show you a wage gap and a bag of fake lashes. I will show you the hairs of bleached, tweezed, and waxed mustaches. I will walk you to the place where she looks into the mirror and to the spot where she pukes her lunch so we get the picture clear. I will take you to the advertisements just outside this room, to the billboards where she learns as a kid that she'll never find a groom unless she sucks the belly in, a nip and tuck and trim, loses the loud voice, always composed and poised, sexy enough to want, but not enough to daunt, keeps the inner light dim, lest her power threaten him. A self-diminishing finishing is a varnish to her lost pride. Any way she stands out, she desperately tries to hide. Spreads them so she isn't proved, yet feels dirty in the nude, tempers her emotions with logical formulas and potions, because that's what holds water, because that's what we taught her. As her earth turns to fire and her rushing waters tire and her landscape is overtaken, forsaken, slowly we commit the act. We punish her with the wisdom we lack, and we do it, man, woman, child. We do it because we forgot, because we ourselves were defiled, and so we perpetuate. Congregate in committees and boards, decide the goddess isn't as potent as the almighty Lord. We suck her milk dry, expecting her to dry our tears when we cry over how there's not enough to go round once we've auctioned her off by the pound as she deals with the violence in silence. A lady is seen, not heard. In a land where feminism is a dirty F word, and by the way, the word feminism means the theory of the social, political, and economic equality of the sexes. If you believe otherwise, it's homework time. Ignorance perplexes. Equality. Not identical sameness, but identical worth, so that Father Sky might finally reunite with Pachamama, Adama, Mère Terre, Mother, 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 Earth.
Thank you very much, Lisa Shalom.